The next ones, we are solving an inequality. When you solve something with a greater than or less than, we do it just like we do with an equals, except if you end up multiplying or dividing by a negative, you've got to reverse your inequality symbol. So, if you multiply or divide by a negative, reverse the inequality symbol. So normally that's the last step you do, is the multiplying or dividing. You usually do the adding and subtracting part first, right? And the adding and subtracting, nothing's going to change. It's just that last step. So if I'm going to solve this for you, first thing I'd want to do is move that 7 to the other side, right? So I'm going to minus my 7 to move that over. Negative 20 is less than negative 5u. This is the step we have to watch. Do we have to flip our sign? If the number in front of the variable is negative, then you're going to reverse your sign. I'm going to divide by a negative 5 to solve that. Negative divided by a negative makes that a positive. I've got to flip my sign, and so my answer ends up being 4 is greater than u. Alrighty? So number 17, if I want to solve that for y, the first thing I'm going to do is
you're going to bring negative 8. So it's going to be...
what one are you moving?
I was going to move the 8.
Now if you move the 8, it's going to be on the same side as the y, right?
Yeah.
We want to get the
Oh,
y
yeah.
by itself. I got to move the 22.
Okay.
How am I going to move that 22?
Be minus 20.
It's going to be minus 22. So negative 7y is going to be greater than, and then I have to do 8 minus 22.
Negative 14.
Negative 14. And then in order to solve that, I'm going to
Divide.
divide by a negative 7. So what's my answer going to be?
Y is going to equal...
There's no equal there.
Oh, y is going to... Negative
If I have negative 14 divided by negative 7, I'm going to get
2.
positive 2. What sign's going to be in between there?
It's going to stay the same. No, it's not.
It's not, because I divided by a negative 7 here, and when we divide by a negative, we have to flip that sign. So that sign's got to go the opposite direction.
Okay.
So y is going to be less than 2 for our answer. So number 18, what am I going to do to solve that one?
You're going to move the 18 over to...
So I'm going to add my 18, right?
Oh, yeah, put your 18. Let's do the 12.
So 12 is greater than or equal to 2v. Then I'm going to divide by 2, and so my answer is going to be 6 is
Equal. What is that? What is that sign?
greater than or equal to.
It's greater than.
Is greater than or equal to v, right? Notice on this one we left it alone because this was a positive 2, not a negative 2, right? So you only flip it if that 1 in front of your variable is negative. If it's a positive, you leave it alone.